All right, guys, Honey Jefe here. It's June the 17th, 2025. It's Tuesday. I'm out here at the Elm Grove Apiary. I told the landowner's brother that I had contacted the landowner, let her know I was coming out here to work on the bees. She doesn't know he's here, and he just came out here and decided to start mowing the yard as soon as I start working on the bees. But I gotta do what I gotta do. I told him. He acted like he wasn't worried about it. I said, well, all right. Out there and mowing the yard in shorts. And it's wet grass out here. This is not easy for me to drive my truck on, and I can't walk out here and work on this stuff to do what I gotta do. So it looks like it's gonna be rain for the next 3 or 4 days, according to the forecast that I'm seeing. So I'm gonna try using this GoPro up here. You see it right there? Make sure my smoker's going good. I do want to make sure I'm at least doing that. I filled up all this green grass in here. Once I get it going good, I'll put some greenery in there. Not much, but all right, put this right here. I'm gonna try turning this on. I got a couple other stands. I got my mic on. I got it on the iPhone here. I don't have it on this GoPro yet. I mean, I just don't have it on there. I'm not gonna put it on. And you know what? Oh, good grief. Give me a moment. I'm gonna start this over. I'm gonna pause it for right now. Hold on, guys. I gotta go get the storage device in here. All right, let's see how that worked. All right, so I got my storage device in here in this GoPro. So here's my GoPro. So I guess I gotta turn it on. And I gotta figure out what it is I want to video. Let's see, I gotta figure out how to, I guess I just hit the camera. Oh yeah, there we go. There I am recording you. So, I think it's pretty safe to assume that one of these cameras is going to get some good action. By the way, that me pausing that's like that right there where I went in my truck to get the storage disc for that. That's a huge editing for me, just to be able to pause that. I like to kind of watch the bees too. So let's see what's going on here. So it doesn't show what I can see. I remember that being kind of an issue for me last time. But what I'd like to do see, it doesn't light up at all. I don't particularly like that. We'll just look at that. Got it somewhat in the shade, not a whole lot. Just a screen bottom board. I'm gonna go back to smoking them down. Somebody got on me for smoking them too much. But I think I want to continue to smoke them because I got people that live right here. I'm gonna slide this over just a little bit. Be real nice and slow. See a few small hive beetles. This is a small hive beetle trap. Yeah, there's a few in there. Not a ton, but let's see if they've touched this pink frame at all. Not really. But there is a lot of brood right here. a little crack right here, but I think that's going to be okay. I'm going to take some of these frames out. So there's 5 frames in here. One of them is that pink frame. Haven't had any luck. I'm just going to put shake out some of the water in here. These frames are in the back of my truck in this box. A lot of humidity. The bees will be able to take care of it, but especially with the screen bottom boards, there'll be a lot of airflow. Can you hear that? A little bit of melting there too. All right. It's a lot of brood. It's a lot of brood right there, guys. I'm happy to see that. This is the Caucasian queen. Some brood in here, some uncapped brood, a lot of larvae. Good cluster of larvae right here. I don't want to be flipping around too much, guys. Trying to show y'all every picture. I kind of felt bad that I wasn't doing that, but man, I gotta make sure I can get my job done. I'm sitting there fumbling around and I'm sorry I don't talk as eloquent. I would like to. I need to repair this frame, but it's got brood on there. I don't have any of the the repair kits on me. This is a big frame. It feels like. All right, so I don't see the queen, but that's just a big frame of what looks like honey. Tell you what, I'm gonna slide. That's gonna be kind of a challenge to deal with that. I would prop it up on the bottom. I may still do that. We'll slide this on the bottom here to give it a little bit of rest. It's not perfect, but it's there. Kind of keep it off of the bottom there. Let's see what we have here. Is the queen down here? Remember, I didn't see the queen. So she could be in this box here. All right. Slide that right here. I gotta be careful doing that. I don't want to tearing up the comb a little bit. All right. Just making sure the queen isn't there. All right, let me grab this top over here. All right, so I feel pretty confident that this will have a full box here soon. While I'm doing that, I want to add this All right. So that's the main goal. I may add a queen excluder there. I'm gonna look right here. Let's see. Let's walk around. Let's see. It's freaking hot. So I'm not seeing bees. I think this is all foundation. So see this few small hive beetles. Let me take this. All that. See, that's not a good sign. So I probably need to. Let me just take this off first here. This small hive beetle trap. There's one in there, but nothing too bad. All right, let me put this down. Good grief, I don't know how you guys film all your videos out there in the bee yards. I know Raymond has help, or Cayman. Mike Berry's always got a stick. But okay. I'm gonna leave that for right now. That's mostly foundation. I was done to put it on there, but I thought it bounced on that brick. Whew. I want to see if I got brood in here. Looks like I do. I do have brood in here. This cap right here. It's on this side. I don't see anything over here. Let me look right here on the frame next to it. Okay, I got plenty of places where there's brood in there. See, I'm not going to edit that out. Let's see what I have over here. Man, I'm burning up. Oh. See what that means. All right, so it alarmed. I don't know if it's too hot. I don't know what the crap's going on with that. So tell you what, I'm gonna set it right here. If it's the battery, was almost fully charged. If I gotta change the battery every 5 minutes, that's not gonna be good. What's the point of using that? I hope that's not what that is. All right. I'm gonna leave this as is. It's not ready for another super for sure. But it is ready for a Swiffer sheet. Kind of has that small hive beetle look to it, but It smells fine. I'm not seeing all the outside of what I just showed you. All right. I'm gonna slide that sucker right there. I'm gonna aim the camera in this direction. A lot of small hive beetles walking around. It's 8 frames set up in a 10 frame box. They are coming in adding some honey, but I need to it's about 5 or 6 in here. It's not a lot, but there's probably 30, 40 million in here. Just a guess. Not ready for an extra box. All right, I cannot get this sucker out. This is stupid. Come on, guy. Forgive me, guys. I'm trying to get this out of this pocket here. Now I'm about to pass out, it's so hot. Purpleless trap. bought some more propolis traps. I still have, I don't know how many in the freezer, 20, 40 of them, I don't know, from this year. Maybe not 40. Oh. I got, you know, some other yards that I don't video for different reasons, but I do like to show what I have. But sometimes you just gotta keep everything close to you. You can't show everything. Man, I thought I was going to get rid of one of these boxes, one of those supers, for sure. Oh. I think that one's going to do good. Oh, here's a... All right. So watch. I cannot see what you can see. We're fixing to go into a dearth here pretty soon. I say, watch, look at this one. I'm going to add a jar feeder. Make this entrance producer even smaller. All right, I know they are restricting, dadgummit, hold on. It's produced the entrance, it's hot, but their size is still small. So I want to protect them somewhat. Let me get that flush. Most of their stuff's right here. Let me go add some stuff to this. Take this box back. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a second, guys. I'm just see what I got. Whew, man, God, the heat is something else. This is mostly water with a little bit of ProSweet. So I have one full, like 16-ounce bottle of water, and I had just a little bit of ProSweet left, and it was just enough to fill it up. It's not even half ProSweet, which was fine. Hopefully it'll give these guys an incentive to build a little bit quicker, fill in some of those empty spaces with comb, and maybe in a few weeks this box will be ready for a second deep. If so, I'll add a second deep and feed them again. I'm not going to feed these other guys. I'm going to keep these jars out here for them, but I'm not going to feed them. I'm going to take this box back right here. I'm still wondering if this sucker is recording or not. I don't know if it is. It doesn't show a light at all. That's going to be interesting. I'm just trying to pick up my mess, guys, but I do want to look in here before I go. Looks like I'm missing a concrete block. I did buy all these blocks. I must have used it over there. This is a super with mostly foundation added. I'm gonna smoke them here. they're starting to draw it out a little bit. I'm just curious. So I'm gonna leave them as it is. It's not enough for me to switch around and try to get them to do more. I'm glad to see them up there. Let me grab out one of these whipper sheets again. I guess I should look in this one here. All right, I'm taking that off. Hold on. So tired of these things. They're hiding up in the there's just too many of them. I can't leave. quite a bit. Let me look here. It's a ton of bees. I'm grabbing the sweeper sheet here. I think they can fill that up. Man, it's hard to move with clumsy fingers. I don't want to take them off because I believe, I believe that they can fill this up. I also believe they're crowded. Last time I came here, they were swarming. They were getting ready to swarm. It looked like they were bearding out the side. And okay. Let's go take a break. They've all got swiffer sheets. Let me take this back. Let's see here. I'm gonna get in there and take a break. I'm gonna pause the camera instead of just sitting there. I'm gonna let it cool down in the air conditioner here. All right, guys, let's see what happens here. Not mean to do that, guys. All right, guys. Sorry, I unpaused it just for a second while I was messing around on my truck with the air conditioner. It's been probably about 20 minutes, I don't know. So what I want to do now, I just want to add some playing cards to the hives. I think I have a hammer somewhere for this tacks, but I'll just use the hive tool if I have to do that. Walk down here. You know, I did mow here pretty good. Hope these guys are okay. Let's see. I want to look and see if I see pollen going in. Not as easy to manipulate these with gloves on. It's kind of funny, black and red, like colors that the bees can't see. That's what I have here, but I'm still putting them on there. I like my idea. There's an easier way to do this. All right. You do need the ones that are laminated or weatherproof, waterproof. the dearth hits, which will be soon, all that's coming off. GoPro camera. I must have knocked it over. I'm getting less and less impressed with this. So just got me basically cleaned up a little bit. I'm gonna sit down here and do a recap. I do need to make sure that I don't have a tool. Nope, it's right there. Laying on the ground right there. This is great for small hive beetles. Alright, so we're gonna look down here. Try to keep that out of the view there. Yeah, that's the brother who didn't want to go here in front of the bees. I guess I don't blame him. He acted like he was scared of the bees, but they all act like that. I wouldn't want to mow here by the bees either, but you know, if you want bees on your property and you want the beekeeper to be able to maintain them, you know, you can't go out there and mow while your beekeeper's out there. expect to not get stung by bees. These are the ones that I've replaced with the Caucasian queens. A little nicer, but I mean, they all have limits. He said he did get popped a little while back, about a week or two ago. Well, I've replaced the Caucasian queens maybe 3 weeks ago. I don't know, I got the dates are there somewhere, but you know, it takes a while for the Caucasian queen or the new queen to lay all her brood, and all the current brood that you had when you put her in there, they need to die out. But they have become calmer because some of these colonies were queenless. So I made them queen right, or I tried to. It's super hot. So I had my aunt die today. She was an entertainer. I got a lot of entertainers in my family. She was probably out of the three, between her sister and her brother, she probably wasn't the most talented pianist. My Uncle Marcus was probably much more talented as far as the piano or in the clarinet. My grandmother was also talented in singing and also with the piano. And that's where my mom got it from, is from that side of the family, or you know, from them. But my aunt was the better entertainer overall, and even in her later years, she was learning new instruments. She has a harp, and I think my Uncle Douglas, her husband, played the harmonica, taught himself, which I thought was going to be pretty easy one time. It's not easy. Aunt had all kinds of stringed instruments that she started learning as she got older, and she was just very, she entertained in Branson, Missouri, and driving from Coran, Doyline. She played the piano for Coran Baptist Church, which is not far from where I'm at right now. She taught her daughter. She has two daughters, Mitzi and Mindy. I mean, Mindy was I thought was a very good singer. I don't think that anybody else on that side did much with music. But anyway, she had cancer. She had colon cancer. She fought it. You know, made some progress and improved the quality of her life. Her and as a matter of fact, when my Uncle Douglas died years ago, I think that was the first funeral and the only funeral I actually cried at, like uncontrollably crying. I was embarrassed. I'm still embarrassed to think about it, but it just kind of hit me suddenly. You know, a grown man crying in the funeral like a baby, like his own, you know, like my cousins are like, why are you crying? Well, because he died. But they're just great people. But they built a log cabin that they, you know, that she died in. She died in her log cabin right there by the pond that they had built and out there in the country. And she was always wanting some of my honey. I don't think I ever brought her any of my honey. Toward the end, she couldn't really answer the phone call, so I'd call and just leave her a message or shoot her a text, hoping she would hear it, or hoping that maybe, you know, one of her daughters, one of my cousins would play it for her. But she was an incredible woman. I think I've had a few moments where I'm videoing and I'm thinking about this. But this yard in particular, because the landowners here, they know my aunt very well, and they love her. I don't even know if they know. I haven't sent them a text or anything like that to tell them, because this just happened today. Or it happened yesterday. I'll take that back. It happened yesterday, but I haven't sent a text out to let them know that she died. Her name was Faye. Had a lot of good memories. A lot of memories of fishing on their lake house over there by Camp Joy, Lake Bissonneau. sweet lady, strong Christian. She was the last person to actually give me a spanking, I think. That's what her claim. I mean, her grandmother's claim. I don't know. It was like something to brag about, apparently. It was, you know, who gave me the most recent spanking. But she was the most fun to talk to. And I'm mentioning her now because usually, until just recently, but when I leave this yard, this Elm Grove yard, I'm calling my Aunt Faye and talking to her on the way back. Just catching up and talking about the bees, talking about the people that live here that she knows, and talking about her kids, my kids, just things that she do. So I'm kind of sitting here realizing like I'm not going to be able to call her anymore. That's pretty sad, but I love her very much. She'll be going home with the Lord. She'll be seeing her sister and her brother, and I'm sure they're making music. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. It's Honey Jefe. It's Honey with a J, like jalapeno, right? And that's Jeff. That's one F between two E's. Means Honey Boss. I got the spicy stuff. I got the hot honey. Give it a chance. Look me up. Shoot me a message. Say hello. Thank you for watching the videos. If you like watching these videos, you must really like watching bees, regardless of the quality. But hopefully we can all learn. Have a great day, guys. This is Miles.